Hey everyone, welcome back to another Heavy Metal Diecast video, and today we are reviewing an aircraft from JC Wings here in 1/72 scale diecast. We are doing a A-18E Super Hornet from the US Navy's VFA-137 Kestrels. We have covered the Kestrels before, so we are going to jump straight in this model. This does present well in a nice box as per usual, and that is this awesome model. It does have an ordnance packet in the flap here, so you're going to make sure you keep this open when you are taking the model out, otherwise it will get jammed up in there. And that sweet looking Hornet right in there does have a little collector card as per usual, and that little airfield base in there, and looks to be some instructions, and oh gee, there might be even a stand in there. Well, let's see if we get surprised with a bonus. This does look pretty cool, but as we say, it is no good in the box, is it? So what we'll do is we'll open this up and come right back. Alright, with the Super Hornet out of the box, mine actually came with a stand. I bought this second hand, so I think, I don't think this comes with a stand normally. I just think the seller was really nice and gave me a stand with the model. And of course, this is the ordnance packet that you do get. You do get a little pilot figure in there, and plus your tanks and everything, which does look pretty cool. We'll move that out of the way, and we'll get this lid open and have a little look. All right, so of course you do get your little collector card with these ones. There is a limited run of 600, so as I say, if you are like this, you have to be one of those lucky 600 people to grab one. It does come with some instructions, which is always awesome. Let us have a little look if we can fumble these open. And that is that. They aren't the largest instructions. They do have a lot of information though. But instructions are instructions. I am always appreciative when someone does give me some instructions in the box. It does come with a little baggie, which does have all those lovely gear bay doors. And that even looks like a strut that we need to put on. Oh, I am so excited for that. Awesome. And of course, you've got your landing gear options there. And this awesome Super Hornet sitting in there now. How do we want to get this out? All right, seems to be wanting to come out nice and easy. As I said, this was a second-hand purchase, so I'm assuming it's been pulled out of the box before. We'll move this out of the way. Yeah, this does look pretty cool. Very nice, very nice. The panel lines look really nice, but they're not overly deep. But they do look really good. Yeah, that's cool. Beautiful tail markings there. So of course the stabilizers do move on these, as well as the rudder movement too. So that is cool if you like moving bits and pieces on your model. Me personally, I take it or leave it. If a model comes with moving parts, that's cool. But if it doesn't, I'm not too miffed, because the more moving bits on it, the more things that can go wrong like that. That is quite loose. So hopefully, well, it doesn't drop off. So see, that's what I mean. The more moving parts you got, the more things get loose and can sort of annoy you. And that, if you're displaying it, it's going to droop all the time like that. So that can be annoying once these do get loose, unfortunately. I am pretty happy. We'll open the canopy. Yeah, man, that does look cool. There is a little bit of detail in there. It is kind of hard to see. We'll try and get a little bit of a light in there. There is some reasonable cockpit details in there, but the overall details though does look fantastic. We'll close that back down. Yeah, I do like it. I think it presents very nicely. Have a little look underneath. So the details underneath are quite nice. So there's all the spots we need to put our gear bay doors and everything. Of course, mount all our ordnance there. We will go do that now. So what we'll do is we will kit out this Hornet with its in-flight configuration and chuck some ordnance on it and come right back. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, here we have your Super Hornet set up for in-flight. Very straightforward. Just 2 gear bay doors there for your main landing gear, and your nose gear bay door straight in there. They go in really nice and easy. And then you put your 3 tanks on. The only one that's decorative is the central fuselage tank. It does have the unit marking on there, the VFA-137. You do put your empty pylon on either side, and then your final missile on either side as well. The sidewinders were already attached to the model, as you would have seen. And that does get annoying, though. These get wobbly and move around. That is your awesome Hornet, though, set up for in-flight. And it does look really nice. As long as those rear stabilizers don't flop around on you, it is fine. But, yes, but, remember, we got a stand. We got the free stand. And that's all metal too, so you've got to assemble that with a big screw there. Well, not so big, it's a little screw and a screw there as well. Now, these actually go, these go here. I am not a massive fan of that, but that's how they work. And that's, you jam it in like that, and you pray to the die-cast gods that it never falls off. And that the glue is good on those engines. Those engine exhausts, you want them to stay put. You do not want them to move at all, and that has gone floppy. That stabilizer at the back there, so my apologies for that. Needs a little bit of help, but as I said, that's the only downfall with all these little moving little pieces and stuff like that. You do have that issue, which is quite a common occurrence. Once the pieces have been moved a fair bit, they can become a little bit loose and become a little bit floppy. But this does look pretty cool on this stand if you are not scared of that letting go there, because, I mean, these are only most likely just glued on with some pretty simple glue. And eventually, I reckon, and depending on your location, if you're in an area that's fairly hot, it might eventually let go, and then, of course, your nice model hits the deck, and it could end up in pieces. But it does look nice. I don't mind it. I reckon it looks pretty cool. But, of course, I like to see these with their gear down. So we're going to go and have some fun and do that right now. All right, let's chuck all these gear bay doors on and come right back. All right, here we have this Super Hornet set up for a gear down. So the usual JC Wings experience. Gear bay door, 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 strut, main landing gear, and that is job done for your main landing gear setup. Or on a Hobby Master one, you just drop that one module in. Nose wheel, gear bay door there, gear bay door there, gear bay door there, and then you drop that nose wheel in, and that is all good for that as well. So the usual JC Wings thing, there is a little bit of dicking around with the gear bay doors and everything. It can be a little bit of a handful, but that's just JC Wings. That is the way they've set it up. Unlike Hobby Master, where there's just two modules, you just drop straight in. This is not. So a little bit of patience and a steady hand, and you will have the desired result. But it does look very nice, gear down. Look, it's another beautiful model. It does come up nicely, despite the fact that it is very floppy. That is just one of those things, unfortunately. Very, very floppy, those stabilizers. We'll see how she sits on the deck, and hopefully it does sit there nicely. We'll be very gentle. I do not want anything to drop off. This does, unfortunately, though, the stabilizers seem to be very loose on these models. I don't know. As I said, this was a second-hand purchase, but I can't imagine people sit around playing with the stabilizers a ton to warrant them getting so loose like that. That is a little bit unfortunate. But, and as I always said too, the more moving parts you got, the more problems you got as well. I am pretty happy when they don't have anything moving around there and they just look really nice and really easy to set up. That said, not a bad build. It is a really nice looking model. This does look pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it still. I don't have a problem with it. The only problem I also did was trying to get that stand back out. That was a mongrel to get bloody back out. I don't know if normally they are hard to remove out of there, but yeah, as well, you all know I'm a gear down guy anyway, so I don't really use stands that often, but boy, if they are a pain in the ass to get out like that, I would not be wanting to have in flight at all. So, but that is your problem for you guys that like your aircraft in flight. All right, everyone, I have probably crapped on enough and you guys are getting bored, so what I'll do is the usual, take some photos of this, chuck them on at the end of the video, and you can see this Hornet without my grubby fingers all over it, of course, for those of you that care to watch. Now, if you did like this, don't forget some of those down my way down there, as well as feel free to comment if you want to. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the videos that you do see. All right, everyone, I'll finish up by saying thank you so much for making it this far, and I really appreciate everyone that does watch the videos, and I hope you do get some use out of them. You all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.